Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I just want to share my thoughts on a product that I just learned about. It's called the NES Maker. Now what this product is, essentially, is it's a software that allows you to create, design, and build your own Nintendo games, Nintendo style games, things that work on the Nintendo. And it uses more of a graphical interface than relying on someone to program. Now, the thing that intrigued me is I've always been a creative person, and even since I was a kid, I used to love tinkering on my Commodore 64. I used to love programming. I'm not the greatest at it, never was. I just had fun with the idea that was in control and I could build simple programs. I could never build anything complicated. I was able to build like really simple, not too much graphics involved, but, nice simple programs. And even when I got older, I always like to look into these kinds of ways of designing or building games that you can actually, something that doesn't require to actually know full-on language. Now, I did play a little bit around in languages like Flash, Adobe Flash, and Director, those types of programs which were designed really for the web. And I was able to build like little Flash-based games, but nothing as complex as something you would ever see on a Nintendo. And so this product actually allows you to almost like drag and drop things into your environment. It comes with a variety of modules. They're still working out the modules, but essentially what these guys did was they created this software in order to help them build a game that they had in mind. And I think that's kind of cool that something that was originally designed to make a game actually turned out to be an awesome product that they could now provide for other people to actually build their own games. And I remember a while back I bought, it was on the PlayStation 2, I think, one or two. Anyways, it was called RPG Maker. And I thought that was cool. I was looking at it in the store. I'm like, wow, I could build my own RPGs. Because I kind of always liked the Zelda-style games and some of the other RPG types of games. And I thought it'd be interesting to give it a shot. And I brought it home, and I couldn't figure it out. It was way too complicated for me. The manual inside was just, it's insane. I actually still have it. I don't know where I put it. I don't think I've ever really used it. I've never built a game out of it because it was a little complicated. It was a little too complex. It built like 3D environments. So, Nintendo, we're all used to the 2D scrolling style games like Super Mario Brothers, Zelda, the games that we all played on the Nintendo. And so this product actually allows you to build these types of games as long as you have the concept in mind, the ideas, and you can work on it in groups and stuff. I mean, you don't have to just build it yourself. So, you can get a bunch of people together. And this is what I saw, like when I heard about this, I actually read about this on a Facebook post, and in the post, they were talking about an idea that they had, now is a chance for us to make this game. And I thought that's kind of cool. I'd love that opportunity. Well, the other thing I was thinking too is like this isn't like builds Nintendo games, but this type of idea could be expanded to actually, maybe one day you could build Atari games the same way. Something that would easily allow you to create, the blocky Atari graphics. Or, obviously you could think about it for like Sega or any of the other systems, really. I mean, anything that was like 8-bit or very simple graphics. Nothing overly complex like you would want to build on PlayStation or Xbox, because that does require a lot more into it, a lot more, the 3D environments. And it's definitely going to require coding. Now, from what I've read and from what I understood about this is the ability to expand on this thing, there's no limits. So if you're a novice, you can build a very simplified game, but if you really understand game creation, you could probably build a much more robust, much more like a Zelda-style game, as big as something like Zelda. That's what I got from it, and it just, again, it's one of those things that it seems really intriguing to people like me who are creative and would love to try and build my own game. And the other thing that's cool is you don't just build a ROM or build, something that you just play on your emulator on your computer. you can actually put it onto a cartridge, and depending on the level that you pay for, because they obviously provide different levels, they give you the basic packages and all the way up to the, you know, the bigger package. And with the larger package, you can actually get a cartridge from them. You get a, you know, the machine to actually, like a flash machine to put it onto the cart. It gets as advanced as you want it to go. I'm not going to get too far into it because their website really explains it all. I was on their website. They have an intro video, which you should check out. The best part about the video, I thought, was when I started it, they within the first few minutes, you get to see a DeLorean. And that's where I was like, yes, now that's what I want to see. They're kind of using the Back to the Future concept. So that really, right there, scored points for me. But yeah, everything's on their website. All the different categories of what you could pay for through the Kickstarter. And you know, that being said, I mean, I've seen a lot of these things where these ideas come to, you know, out kind of like the Atari box, where there isn't really a product, it's just an idea. Or they want you to kind of fund something that's not even built yet. And that never sits right with me. I don't know. I guess that's the way Kickstarters have to work. I'm not too familiar with these things. But this actually is something that's real. This is something that they actually have now. And they actually used it to build their game. So you're actually purchasing something at this point. You're not just giving them money and saying, hopefully this will become a thing one day. Because it's already a thing. So I think it's something that if you're interested in designing games, if you've ever wanted to create a game, I mean, sure, there's things like Super Mario Maker. Like if you have a Wii U or whatever, you could play, build Mario levels. But you're not really building a game. You're just building levels that for a game that already exists. This is taking it more a step up and saying you can actually build the game you want. And it doesn't have to be a Zelda game. It could be like a Mario game. They have different modules, I think I said already, but so you can build like an RPG game. You can build like an action platform game. Pretty much anything except, I believe, what was it, puzzles and sports. I don't think they have. But, you know, that's completely different. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share my 2 cents on it. Because I do remember in my past, I would love to program. I, you know, buy a lot of those books where I would go through and code, you know, try and understand the code. And I wouldn't get too far. So if I had something like this in my, you know, grasp, I probably would have designed a lot of awesome games when I was younger. Anyways, I'm going to leave the links below. If you want to check out their site, check out the video. On YouTube, they have a channel called The New 8-Bit Heroes. I'll leave a link down there because this is just awesome to me, and I think that a lot of creative people would really jump on board with something like this. And I hope that they actually can get enough money to get this thing really rolling, because I could totally see this thing expanding. And you know, one day I'd love to see this, like I said, roll out onto the Atari or some other kind of system where you can build something else. Just the sky's the limit on stuff like this. It's just a really awesome product, and I just wanted to share my 2 cents. Anyways, hope you liked this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you're interested, check the links below. Even if you just want to check out their intro video, it's pretty cool. I love the way they kind of did the Back to the Future motif. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.